Hello again and welcome to Violeta English by Reportage. Today I would like to talk about a theme which is very much discussed and pretty controversial. It's about having a vision for your future, in the sense that you make some exercises of imagination and you imagine that you already have the things that you want to have. And in this sense, I just thought of exemplifying how that would be. For instance, some coaches advise us to have a physical vision board, like, well, this is an education board, but it's still a board. So on this board you can stick an image of something that you would like to have in the future, or of a success, a professional success that you want to acquire, or even the image of a happy family that you want to have in the future. So for instance, I myself, I don't have a car, but it doesn't really matter now. I will just give random examples not related to what I want to accomplish. Let's say a car. Okay, it's moving a little bit, but I just don't want to focus on that because this will delay my my recording. So let's imagine that I stick here the image of the ideal car. Okay, this is just an example, a drawing. Okay, and maybe a fun way of presenting things. I hope it is visible. Okay, so let's just think about the technique that is recommended by some coaches. So this is the ideal car for me, and I stay like this and I just imagine how I purchase that car, how I drive it, how I just test it, how I tell my friends, my family that I purchased this car, that I have this dream car. And then I imagine parking the car in my garage, for example, if I had a garage, and then I imagine how good I feel in this car. It is comfortable, it is beautiful, maybe it is spacious and stuff like that. I imagine that I'm inside the car and I smell the new things inside the car. Okay, that's a good feeling. It's not something bad. I think the issue starts when you believe with all your being that this is the way how you will acquire the thing that you want, in this situation a car. I think this is where things are being confusing, where some coaches kind of mislead people into believing that this is the solution. And people at a certain point, after taking some classes with coaches who tell them how they should use this method of visioning the things that they want to acquire and imagining them, and imagining that they already have them and stuff like that. So they teach you this technique. And you, as the person who learns, when you fail after applying this method, you might think that maybe you didn't apply it in the right way. So maybe you missed a step. Maybe you didn't understand the technique. So, or you might start all over again. Or another thing that you will do is pay another coach, a better one that you have heard about, and you know that they give better results, and you will you will choose that coach, and this way you will invest tiny amounts of money at a time, until in the end you get to invest a lot of money into these coaches, and in the end many people get to the conclusion that it doesn't work for them, and sometimes maybe they end up blaming on themselves. But what if with the money that you invested into these coaches, you starting your journey to purchase that car or that thing that you want to purchase? Okay, that I don't mean that coaches are bad or they should be excluded, but when they sell ideas like very abstract ideas, where there is no evidence of every step, very concrete, like very palpable evidence, that is not a coaching program that will bring you a plus in your life. It might be just something, an option that you have, an imagination that you have at a certain point, and it might not bring you results. Okay, let's imagine another thing. For instance, someone wants a big house. Let's just make it funny. Like, let's say that someone wants a castle. Generally, people don't want a castle. People generally want a house, or a big house, or a yard, or a spacious building. But let's imagine that someone might want even a castle. Let's say it is like a classical, not classical, this doesn't look like a classical castle, but let's say in a simplistic way, this is a castle with some windows, with a door, with some tiny windows here and there, and again you imagine yourself on a path like this, among vegetation and trees, going towards the entrance of your house or of your castle, and you imagine yourself being happy and stuff like that, and you keep imagining this for a long time, because you follow a coaching program, and in the end you notice that you didn't get what you wanted, and that your dream house is not in your possession. Well, so this can happen. This happens a lot of times, and people are very motivated to create this vision board and imagine all sorts of things, especially when they follow a coaching program, because otherwise, if you do this all alone, at a certain point it becomes like not so motivating, or at a certain point it might even become ridiculous. You might even realize that you don't have any results, so why should I give time to this? Why should I invest energy into this? And all that stuff. So after we did this, like exercise of imagination and criticizing a little bit this method, I can now talk about the solution. Which is the solution? The solution is very, very simple. The solution is at our hands reach, in the sense that the only solution is taking action. Actually, so sorry for the repetition. The only solution is taking action towards the thing that you want to accomplish. At the same time, it's true that having a positive attitude, which means that you might say to yourself, I know I can accomplish this because I really want to do this. I'm sure I can do that. It will take a lot of work, it will take a lot of effort. It might pass me through moments of suffering from time to time, but I know sooner or later I will achieve that, because that is my goal. I feel that I can do that. This kind of mindset is not a toxic one, is not like a fairy tale one where you just imagine and things just come like this. Well, it's a realistic, let's say, solution, because you just have the mindset, you think about what you are going to do, the steps that you are going to take, and so on. And after having this positive mindset, of course, you can even write a plan on a vision board, but this time, well, like documented the first step, well, the second step, and so on and so on. You can write the practical steps that you will take in order to achieve your goal, and because you take things easy, you will have the chance to realize which are the challenges that you might meet on your journey, which are the things that might make your achievement impossible at a certain point, and which are the things that you have to surpass in order to achieve your goal. Because sometimes even if we want to do something in our life, to have a particular achievement that we care a lot about, that might not be attainable, or that might not be realistic, or not only that, but it might not be something that important for us. If we try to make like a written plan about what we are going to achieve, at a certain point when we work on this plan and think about the different stages that we have to pass through in order to attain it, we might realize, well, but actually maybe that's not what I want to do in my life. Maybe that's not the job that I want, or maybe that's not the car or the house that I want, or maybe that's not exactly how I want to create, well, something, a future, or anything for myself. Or maybe you have a dream of developing yourself professionally into a particular direction that you like. Maybe you dream of being a successful sportsman in a particular sport, but then in time, after planning your future success, you might realize that you are more attracted, for instance, to arts, to painting, or to teaching. And yeah, I think it's worth giving it a go when we have this thing that inspires us to see the concrete, the realistic steps that we have to take towards it, and to realize in the end if that's what we really want to do, if that is indeed our goal, or it's just a fascination, a moment's first fascination. Especially when it comes to very expensive things, or being rich, or owning, I don't know what kind of stuff, cars, the houses, like luxury things. It might be just maybe the thing of a moment. It might not be what our soul really is looking for. So that's why, instead of dreaming and imagining all sorts of fairy tales, we should take very realistic and very practical steps towards that goal, and that this is how we will be able to see whether that is indeed what we want, and if not, what is that our soul wants, and what is that thing that we need to acquire, to do, in order for us to feel good, to feel fulfilled, to feel that excitement and that motivation. So this is, with this, I wish you to have a great week, and I'm glad for the time spent together with those of you who are interested in this kind of point of view on things, and see you in the next one.